Is this game losing popularity? Is it losing popularity? It's definitely not on the radar as much as it used to, I think. I think that it kind of coincides with YouTube content. I know YouTube content on Siege has been pretty down and out lately. I don't think it's dying. I don't think the game's dying. I don't think the player base is dropping. But it's definitely losing that spot on like the, you know, the top games to watch out for, I guess. PL viewership has gone up, but YouTube has gone down. I mean, that's PL viewership has gone up mainly because they're actually starting to implement drops into the scene, which is very good, which is what it needed. But I mean, without the drops, it'd still be what it used to be. They should add a bunch of new maps and remove older ones. Then you run into the issue of, you know, having those new maps be very dog shit. Like, you know, they're here for rework. What else? Power. The more maps you add, the more likely it is that it's not going to be that good. We've had that issue a lot. Yeah, I think for the most part, traditional Siege content's kind of, I won't say dying out, but it's definitely not what it used to be. Obviously, there's like the casual YouTubers that still like all the heavily edited shit. But I mean, I think for the most part, like the demographic is even like a lot of people from outside of Siege watch their content. Because I don't know. It's more for like the editing style and like the humor in it rather than the actual content. Really Kiefer is that bad? Obviously, I'm talking from a competitive standpoint. Hereford rework was pretty dog shit. And even in ranked, it was pretty meat, to be honest. Think the game to pick up one day or fall when the new games drop? I mean, people always say, you know, oh, this is gonna kill Siege, this or that, whatever. I don't think the new games coming out, like Battlefield's not gonna kill Siege. I don't think any new game is gonna, because Siege is very unique. If you want to play Siege, you're gonna play Siege. You'll still play fucking Battlefield. You'll still play any other new games that come out, but you're still gonna be playing Siege. It's a very unique game. It calls to a, you know, a lot of people that a lot of other games can't fill that void. I think as like a, from the casual point of view, it could definitely be frustrating because, you know, there's not a lot of content coming into the game, right? Like it used to be 2 operators, new map every season. And now it's 1 operator, maybe a map rework or a new map. And like competitively, I love the whole 1 operator thing because the meta would change so much with 2 new ops. Like it used to is like crazy. But casually, and I think for the longevity's sake, 2 might be the play. I don't know. It's a very double-edged sword for me because I'm a content creator, but I'm also a fucking pro. And I think another big thing is like, dude, like I love Ubi. There's no promotion around the new seasons, right? Like we barely know when the patch comes out. It's so hard to find out, and I don't know. You barely know when the season's gonna come out. They'll do like the teaser like during, you know, Pro League or whatever, which is good. Helps Pro League viewership as well. Brings the casual people in. But I think that's like it. That's really about it. I think they could do a better job on promoting it, promoting the new seasons, kind of amping everybody up. Julian with the 6, Cozy Season with the 10. Do you think you'll stay with Siege when your contract ends? What? Like my TSM contract ends? Yeah, probably. I'll probably stay with the Siege for a while. Unless... Well, okay, so I'll stay with Siege for a long time. Probably until it dies or whatever. Comp part, you don't know. Because you never know what can happen in like a year or 2. Never know. But I will say, comp is more time consuming relatively more stressful, and I would make more money doing strictly content. Yeah, for the most part. Yes, I would. But again, it's not about the money. It's about what I want to do, and I want to play comp. Hopefully that, you know, feeling, passion, and that incentive stays with me for a long time, and hopefully I'll be in the scene for a long time. Siege I'll be with for a while, but again, comp 1 is a bit more of a mystery. Obviously, like, I played more games, but I think, like, if I were to retire, I'd play more games, but I'd still be, you know, doing content for Siege, chilling, streaming. That'd be my main game. As long as I'm motivated and passionate about it. I was having struggles with that last NAL stage. I just wasn't fucking motivated. It was just... It's hard to, especially when invite got delayed. And if you lose the urge to compete for Siege, you always have competitive Minecraft to fall back on. You know what? You're right. You're right. Forgot all about that. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. So it's a Pengu style retirement. Whenever it is a retirement, you stop playing comp, you still play the game to a high level. I mean, I know Pengu does a lot of casual. I've been noticing that, I think. He still plays ranked and everything, but I think he does a lot of casual. At least he used to. I don't know if he still does. He might just be straight ranked. I know the whole project that's going on with, like, Fabian, and I don't know what's really going on with that, but I know Pengu's in there for a bit. But yeah, for the most part, I think Pengu, there's been hints of, you know, him having an urge to kind of dip his toes back into the scene, because I'm sure, dude, after playing comp for so long, I know I'll probably end up feeling the same way at some point in my life. Playing comp for so long and then not playing comp, not having, you know, the scrim to go to every day, the fucking, you know, the teammates in TS, there's a void. There's a huge void. Like, even when we have time off, near the very end of our, you know, couple weeks of time off, it gets fucking boring not scrimming. It gets real boring. There's definitely that want. I don't think you can really ever escape it. Trigger with the 8. What's your plan after Siege dies? On to the next game. That's about it. Maybe the 8. When am I going back to Tarkov? Whenever it wipes. Bro, I hate playing Tarkov in, like, super long patches. Or super long wipes, I guess. Because it just gets so boring. Like, dude, fresh wipe Tarkov is so fun. I spend so many hours. There's a lot of times where, like, every 4 months, my streaming schedule just goes to shit. Because I'm just playing Tarkov. Which I should be more open to streaming it now. So hopefully next wipe of Tarkov, I start dabbling in the streaming hours. But dude, it was... ugh. Fresh Wipe Tarkov is crazy. ETA for Geo? I don't know. There's talks about him being back this weekend, but who knows? It depends on the timing. If he gets back too late, we're gonna probably play the game with the DZ game with Poge, and then give Geo some time to, you know, get back into the groove of things. If I had to guess, if Geo gets back this weekend, we'll probably play the DZ game with Poge, and then after that, we're gonna be trying to transition Geo back into the, you know, the groove, so that he plays. Because we have a bye next week, so we have DZ and then a bye, so we'll have more time than usual. Play DayZ. I did go through a DayZ phase, and again, I actually kind of wanted to stream it. But DayZ would be the most boring fucking game to stream, because you just sit there. There's like half the time you just sit there. I guess it depends on what servers you play, but I mean, it's just, there's just so much downtime. Tarkov's way more... it can be way more fast-paced. Lots of Flores since he's legal now. He's strong, too strong. Bump down his Flores drones to 3. Make it so that he has a very loud audio cue for his drones. They are very quiet right now. They're very quiet. I watch you play DayZ. Hey, I appreciate that. I know a lot of other people would not though, and I couldn't see myself streaming it because just of how much downtime there is. So I know what I would want to watch, and I sure as shit would not want to watch me play DayZ.